mourn the loss of their child. This case will be handled by our Major Crimes Division moving forward, and the body of Fazan Hassan will be transported to the medical examiner's office to determine the cause of death.
So question, obviously, was stated earlier that pond had been checked twice. I just got to ask the question, you know,
Yeah.
why was he not found the first time?
So I've had the same question before, and my understanding just from other times that we've searched ponds, or same here, it's not 100% that it's going to be correct. And as far as ruling out that somebody's in there, a lot of the times, unfortunately, we have to wait to see if we get something that comes to the surface. But my understanding is it's not 100%. And I wouldn't go by that. I never do. None of us do when we're out on these kinds of cases, unfortunately. But we did check it multiple times. We continued to, just in case we get some kind of hit. We're definitely going to keep trying. We're going to exhaust all efforts and means that we have possible.
Was he along the line, the shoreline, like in the grassy area?
I can't really comment on that right now.
At this time, is there any indication as to how long he had been in the water? Was it when he went missing yesterday, or was it today?
That we don't know yet. That can't really be determined until they do an autopsy.
And in the areas that the crews had searched, was it very thorough in the fact that there were any crevices or spots where he could have been and possibly did not see?
No, but I mean, there was a great job done by all the search teams and all the agencies that assisted us, and all the citizens that came out and the community that helped out. Everybody was very thorough, especially in this property. The unfortunate thing when you're dealing with bodies of water is, again, what's underneath. We don't know, and how that can affect our instruments and reading signals and things like that. So I think that's a lot of what it had to do with, not that anybody missed a spot, or it was gone over. Everything was gone over very, very thoroughly.
Could you said that this was being that this investigation was being taken over by Major Crimes? Is there something to indicate that there was some foul play involved?
No, it's just their realm of responsibility when we get to this level, unfortunately, that they take it over.
Lieutenant, could you share some light on the assets that are deployed in the pond search? And earlier the chief talked about drones, for example, and search dogs. Were divers used, or was this a...
No, we had consulted with divers, was my understanding. I asked that question as well, because we did have the boats out with fire rescue. My understanding, there was issues with snapping turtles being in this lake, so it was something we could have circled back around to had we needed to, but my understanding was because of that and some of the terrain in there, it would have been a little harder to do that.
So could you speak at all how that search was conducted?
I don't know the specifics other than just they're out in their boats deployed. I don't have any more specific information about that type of search. Those actual searchers would have to comment on that and their methods.
May I ask, and maybe Sherry knows this, do you know how far it is from the playground to the pond? It looks like maybe 50 yards?
Yeah, it wasn't that far. It's obviously you can see it within eye distance, but yeah, I don't know the exact measurements of the distance, but yeah.
One more question.
Lieutenant, just for the clarification, who found the body?
It appears that there were some community members that were down there and may have spotted it, and they alerted another officer who got on the radio, and then we all responded down there as quickly as we could. So.
What's your message to any parent watching tonight, just knowing that this happened, and whether it's a child with special needs or just anything? I just am curious what you would say to a parent tonight.
I mean, it's a tough thing to say to anyone in this situation, but I just know as a parent myself, your head's got to be on a swivel. You have to constantly be watching, and it's even harder when you have a child with special needs. It's very challenging, I know, for parents of children that have special needs. So all you can do is say just be vigilant, keep watching those children, keep your eyes focused on them as much as you can. But unfortunately, things like this do happen. Tragedies do happen.
Still have like the Project Lifesaver and programs like that?
Yes. They were conference for this family prior. So yes. Okay.
All right. Again, we do ask that you respect the privacy of the family at this time. They just lost their child, so if we can respect the privacy of the family, we appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Could you tell us more
I was just, which way? What do you want to do?
Stay this way.
Okay.
You got this way. Do you know if there's a vitamin that you want?
Don't worry about it. Should I have IFP?
Good. We also are in break right now, so.
Break on the digital. Okay. Don't worry about this. I'll just